So we're going to take this team, go into Unlimited, play some non-meta style basketball against a team like this, and get this type of result. Let's break down the film and see how we get that done. What is going on, everybody? My name is Alan. This is Project Elevate. Today, I want to go over some gameplay video of a game of Unlimited I played against a very soup team, kind of my strategies of how I beat them, what I was doing right, wrong, and just kind of break it down for you guys in a way that will hopefully help you guys learn, improve your games. So go ahead and make sure you drop that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And let's jump into the settings. Alright, so as far as settings go, adaptive engine has to go off. Visual feedback settings light is full. Defense and offensive communication is super important for this to be on. Make it a habit to understand what your teammates are trying to do. That way there's cohesion. Okay, so all three of these freelancers give you kind of a different look. I don't run all of them all the time. 4 out 1 in is going to give me a little bit better spacing. Philly elbow is going to give me a lot of cuts to the basket. Warriors freelance is going to give me a lot of screen action, off ball screens to get open threes and whatnot, plus some spacing. I don't run 5 out. I haven't really at all this year. I have freelance tutorials on the Warriors freelance and Philly elbow on the YouTube channel, so check out those videos if you want to get more in depth into how to run those. All right, as far as defensive setting goes, on ball has to be on smother or tight. If not, you're going to give up just a ton of open shots to really good shooters that don't have the tendencies to shoot off ball pressure. I like it on deny, sometimes tight, depending on my matchup. Transition defense, this I always have to know threes. I do not want to give up transition threes. Right, as far as drive help rules, this is the one that goes on and off depending on my matchup, depending on the play style. For this game, I kept it on automatic, so I am going to get help. I'm going to get switching. Other times it's going to be set to off, and I know that I have to stay with a ball handler or just live with giving up the twos. So the team I played was very souped. Here we go. We have Cade, and right off the bat, you see that Pau Gasol kind of shows. He's kind of like doing like a soft hedge, but he doesn't call out the switch. Okay, so if he's gonna switch, my team communication will tell me to switch. He does not do that, but I still get confused. So what I end up doing is I try to stay with Kareem, and then I end up giving a wide open shot to Cade there. That's on me though. You know, I have my team communication sets it on for a reason. Everybody else is kind of doing what they're doing, tight deny, etc., etc. And Paus showing and then sticking with his man. So miscommunication there on my end, and I give up a wide open 3. Not starting off the game the best way possible. And right here, I'm rushing a little bit. You can tell. I'm trying to feel this guy out. This is a very souped team. Again, I'm kind of rushing a little bit early on here. My defense just kind of manages to draw a charge there. Kind of a lucky break there. And he's kind of trying to draw a charge. He used to certain side of gameplay, but I'm gonna be patient. All right, so let's break this down kind of nice and slow. You know, he's trying to draw a charge because he's used to kind of everybody just spamming turbo and going crazy. I guess it's been effective for him in the past. So I come in here. I'm under control. I'm not turbo boosting all over the place, but I am gonna, you know, get a nice little burst there, make him react. Shout out to him for playing some on-ball defense. Then I'm gonna just go into space, take a nice little mid-range jumper. I could have easily taken a 3 there, but sometimes it's not a bad thing to get your guys going with an easy mid-range shot. Start working on that takeover and whatnot. Will comes over to help out there. That's where my settings, not being on no help, helped me out a little bit. Nice little bounce pass there to Wilt. On defense, I'm going to be on balling, and sometimes you're going to get beat. That's okay. It happens. Can't stop every possession. And he's kind of trying to draw some cheap 3 charges. Again, I'm just going to, you know, take my time and not boost too much. Nice block by Wilt. So Wilt's doing some work defensively for me right now. Get Wilt the ball there. Obviously, he can handle the ball. I take kind of a rush shot there. Could have hit it, but get the rebound out to LeBron for the 3. Playing defense, and he's hitting me with the hook shot. So this guy wasn't like super meta-ish. He's kind of doing a couple little things that aren't fitting into that. All right, so this is not a set play that I call. It's random, but I'm familiar with certain things. Patience is the key with this type of stuff. I'm actually gonna run my man off of the screen. So I don't take a wide angle like right to the top of the key. I kind of jump in, which makes Tracy McGrady kind of take that step right in front of Oscar Robertson. It's my job as an offensive player to run my man off the screen. And that little bump, that's what gets him caught up on the screen there for a wide open 3-point shot. It's just those little fine details of just basketball that you can actually implement into your game. I'm chasing a little bit. You can tell I'm still a little rushed. I'm chirping a little bit too much on defense. That was a bad look. And rushing again. You can just tell like I'm rushed to start the game. Those turnovers lead to easy threes on the other end. Gotta avoid those turnovers. I'm gonna call one of my go-to plays. And just forcing it, a little rushed. Lucky to get a rebound, can't get it to go. All right, so let's take a look at this here. I'm covering the wing because I don't want to give up that 3-point shot. You see Michael Jordan just saying he's switching. So he's coming up to pick up the ball, which is cool. And I'm just gonna play that corner pass there, which is the most obvious pass. I get that. Every once in a while, you do have to switch off ball. You have to cover your gaps. So that lets me go the other way. We get a nice little transition three. So that's huge, man. Those types of little reads. And you can see how my team is communicating. They're just making it unambiguous when they're going to switch, when they're going to try to go under. It's a nice little post hook. Second post hook he's hit me with, so that's kind of cool. Time in the post hook. All right, so this play ISO point. You see Wilt Chamberlain coming up, popping up there. So what this is kind of meant to do is isolate Jordan there in the corner. He's playing deny coverage. See, everybody's kind of in deny, so I can't make that pass. If I try to squeeze it in there, this is getting stolen. So I'm going to create a little bit of space with Wilt. I mean, obviously I have Wilt Chamberlain here, and it'd be just silly not to utilize him. So I get around him, and I could have gone all the way in. I took a weird angle because I'm still, at this point, I'm still a little bit rushed. I'm still a little out of control, turboing a little bit too much. But this is going to branch out, kind of like a pressure relief option of the branch. So Jordan kind of makes that cut, and I just kind of set like this little mini brush screen right there off the pass, enough to get him in recovery mode. Quick little pump fake. I go in, and instead of going all the way for the drive, just little Jordan style mid-range pull-up, a little bit of basketball interjected into the mix. Never hurts, always fun. I recommend you try it. Just playing some defense here on Giannis. Just timing that, waiting for him to commit to the shot and just getting the block, going the other way. Foul misses a big dunk, unfortunately. We get the rebound though. We get kind of bailed out with the foul there. Some momentum's kind of probably switching to us since we're getting some offensive boards and stuff. Even though we just missed the dunk, so who knows where the algo's at right now. Again, that's just so pretty. All right, so let's look at how this inbound play develops. Again, I'm being somewhat patient, making sure that I'm putting my defender in the path of the screen to be able to get out. So he eventually gets through it, so I don't have a wide open look like I did the other time, but he's still in recovery mode. So as soon as I catch, hitting that little open space, 2 little dribbles, pull up, that's Jordan territory, nice little bucket. Keeping the pressure on, just scoring, keeping the flow going. Just finding your flow. That's really a huge component of everything. He's bringing in Taco here. As you can see, this guy had a super souped team. So off the miss and in transition, I'm going to be deadly. I use full receiver control for my icon passing. I have a whole video dedicated to that, so it's probably flashing up right now. And you know that a lot of times these guys will make random cuts and whatever. So I'm gonna send him all the way to the corner. I'm gonna make sure he stays over there, make sure he's not gonna try to cut into the basket just to get a wide open shot. And that's just gonna be deadly in transition. It's gonna give me a lot of easy buckets. It's gonna give me a lot of threes versus twos where he's like stepping in, making sure I get to the corner. Lets me kind of like pinpoint that pass a little bit. Highly recommend that. You guys explore that option at least. 2K, please never take that away. Got a nice little move by Thon. Again, you're not gonna stop everything. I'm gonna play on-ball defense most of the time anyway though. It's more fun to me. I feel like I do a better job than the CPU can do. That ends the quarter. We're up 22-16, so not a bad quarter after kind of a shaky start. I'm kind of finding my rhythm now. Oscar is kind of doing his thing. That could easily have been should have been a green for me, but now it's on me. And then I give up. Let's see why I gave that up. All right, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. So right now they're calling out switch. So what does that mean? That means that, so and even there, so Oscar's saying I got ball. And now LeBron's saying switch. So that's where the mix-up was, and it's quick. So, but it's being communicated, and at least I know what's going on. And as you get better at kind of paying attention to that defensive communication, right there, I should be like, okay, LeBron's got him, all good, and I should get back to my man. I didn't. I stayed with Taco, and that results in a wide open three. So those are just little learning experiences. You gotta trust your teammates sometimes to switch and get back to your man, whatever it may be. LeBron was essentially just trying to keep the matchups as they're supposed to be. Okay, so he's into a press now. With the press can be very disturbing for sure. That was just a clutch freaking Jordan shot, man. Greened in his eye like that. That's just swarming defensively, getting back, switching back to on-ball defense, just contesting, making it tough. It's not a terrible look, but it's not a wide open look. They're just like the tiny little bit of hesitation, getting into the mid-range. Probably could have gone in all the way. And you can see how much the communication is just kind of keeping everybody in line, making sense of the rotations. He still gets a bucket, but hey, I'll live with a contested little jump hook like that. Jordan again just kind of gets in. Jordan's up to 14 points already, so Jordan's doing his thing. Gets around me, so I'm not clamping everything. I'm not boxing entirely, but it'll happen enough. Very nice little rebound by Wilt. Kick out, open three. Got to take those kind of broken plays too, Again, forcing him into a tough shot. Not totally clamping, but just making it tough, Let's try up a little bit of patience. I noticed a switch here, so I'm gonna go right into Wilt and then just get a bucket down low. Gotta take advantage of those mismatches when they do occur. Missed the white. That was it, man. Why did he quit like that? I mean, one, I was just forcing him into tough shots. He wasn't greening enough of them. If he greens a couple of those semi-contested shots, maybe a different game. But I think he just kind of realized, this guy's playing a more patient style offense, bothering my shots, making it tough for me. I don't want to sweat. All right, so we get a nice little win there against a really tough team. I mean, you're talking about all invincibles on the end-game card, on the starting lineup. Off the bench, you had Taco, Bull, Danny Granger. Okay, and this guy wasn't a crazy like meta comp type style player. Definitely wasn't, just more of a soup team. Your average, 2K player. But it just goes to show you that you can get to a point where you're winning games against normal competition. You go against like the guys that are always playing the wagers and tourneys and this and that. That's a whole different level. It's a different ball game. It's a different style of play. That's not what you're gonna learn to beat here. My goal here with this video is mainly to encourage you guys to interject some real basketball, some good defensive principles into your game, have a little bit more fun actually playing basketball, and show that it can be successful against your large portion of the player base. All right, and that just about wraps up the video. Let me know if you guys like breakdowns like this, if it helps at all, if it's just completely pointless. Made it this far, drop that like, subscribe if you want to see more content like that. My name is Alan. This is Project Elevate. Until next time, elevate your grind, game, yourselves, and each other. Peace.